My name is Caleb. I'm with DemX Media. We present information and educate voters about the process and about candidates that seek to create a fair and equitable Georgia. And Matielyn, I know you do, so I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi, I am Matielyn Jones, and I'm former candidate for Georgia Senate District 45, which is located here in northern Gwinnett County, and I am delighted to be with you today.
As we get started, why in 2020 did you specifically choose to run as opposed to before this cycle?
Sure. So I returned back to Georgia from living in Ohio and Virginia for 10 years. I'm from New Orleans. I moved here into Georgia my freshman year of high school, and I graduated college here, and I moved away for 10 years. And so I was gone to Virginia, I was in Ohio, and I moved back in 2017. And so it was time for me to run. All of my family is here, my mom, my brother, his wife, my husband's family. And so like many moms, when I'm running for office, I needed help with my children because my children are school age. And so it was a great time to run, great time to be here. And then specifically running for Senate District 45. Senate District 45 is huge. Of the 16 cities in Gwinnett, 9 of them are in Senate District 45. And so we have everything here from farms and mansions, to, smaller houses and apartments. And it's just all kinds of very diverse, it's very diverse, and all kinds of age diversity, income diversity, education diversity, in addition to racial and ethnic diversity. So I was running because I wanted to see not only more compassion in politics, I wanted to see more balance in our leadership in this area, and making sure that whoever's in office here, that they really have an understanding and a heart for all different people, and are really trying to serve them well and serve them best. So that's why I ran for the seat.
Well, I would say specifically, what were your successes and takeaways from this campaign?
So we started with, there was this huge number of people in District 45 who did not vote in 2018, and we were able to decrease that number by 13,000 people. So there are 13,000 people who were registered to vote in 2018 who did not vote, who did vote in 2020. So I am grateful, and I consider that to be a success. We also increased Democratic margins here by 2 points. And so we went from 2018 the Democrats earning 42% of the vote, to 2020 with the Democrats earning 44% of the vote. So I am very grateful for that as well. Personally, in my campaign, I had thousands and thousands of people who were volunteering to help from all over the country through writing postcards, making phone calls, sending texts. And so just having that big community of support from all over the country, not just for my race, but also for the Senate runoffs, that was a huge blessing and gift, and I'm grateful for. And then also fundraising. I mean, I am a first-time candidate. And so, when all my numbers were finally reported and done, I raised almost $90,000, which for me was incredible. I've never raised money like that before, and just having the outpouring of support. And I'm so proud of the fact that my average donation was $27. And so just having an outpouring of support from everyday people who wanted to get involved and were invested in seeing us win Georgia and invested in me as a candidate, it just warmed my heart. So I'm grateful. My takeaway from it is that I did it. If I run again, I'm not a first-time candidate, and I feel like, okay, this is manageable, this is doable, and we can win this seat.
And I wanted to switch gears and ask, with the new developments we're seeing, what is your take on the bills that one of them has now been signed into law? What is your take on that, and what would you say to voters and activists about what we can do to protect the historic progress we've made in Georgia?
My biggest takeaway and my motivation coming out of this is for us to win. We have got to, I watched All In by Stacey Abrams, a video about Stacey Abrams. And one of the things that someone said in that video was, the biggest defense to voter suppression is voter turnout. And so we take advantage of this time that we have this year when it's a municipal election year to engage people who did not vote in 2020, to register new voters, and to inform people who do vote that we need them to come out again. We need them to be prepared to stand in line. We need them to have the knowledge about who to reach out to express their concern, or even to express their praise for the things that are happening that are moving in the right direction. But the groundwork of making sure that everyone who is able to vote and a part of our general community, that they know how to get involved and how to do the work of engaging their neighbors. That's how we do it. One vote at a time, one bill at a time, one house at a time, one policy at a time, one effort at a time. And so I feel sad about what is happening. It's really unfortunate. But at the same time, I'm hopeful in that the people saw their power in 2020. They saw how powerful their votes are. They saw the math that we just talked about. They saw that this matters, that your vote counts. And so I am hoping that those seeds were planted and they will be watered, and that people will take, full ownership of what happens next. And so that's my charge. I mean, I'm sad about what happened. I'm not surprised. But I know that we have done an amazing work here on the ground in Georgia. And I think that we have encouraged and inspired a lot of other people to do the same thing wherever they live. So I just encourage us to keep our hands on the work of it, keep reaching each other neighbor by neighbor, one house at a time, one community at a time, and that everybody can do something. Writing postcards is not small. Making phone calls is not small. Donating to campaigns and to the party, that's not small. It all adds up when we all do it.
Do you have any current plans or anything you're thinking about in the current climate we're in?
Sure. So I have worked on a bunch of different projects, and I founded a company called Politics 365. And the goal of the Politics 365 group is really 4 pillars, civic education, community engagement, campaigns and elections, and of course, consulting. So I welcome and invite anyone who's interested in any of those 4 things to reach out to me, because my heart is really invested in this work, and I see it as my life's work to just be a resource in that space, and also to lead by example in that space. But anybody who wants to follow me or reach me, you can reach me at Matielyn Jones. That's on all social media platforms.
And the final question,
yes.
What is your favorite dessert?
Cupcakes! Woo! Cupcakes! I love cupcakes. I mean, oh my goodness. And cupcakes are so fancy now. So there's this place called In My Fillings in Swanee, which is amazing. And she puts little fillings in the cupcakes. People are getting creative, and so cupcakes all day. I will take a strawberry cupcake with chocolate icing. I will take a vanilla cupcake. I always like my chocolate icing, but cupcakes it is for sure.
Again, thank you, Matielyn, for running. I am super excited about what you launched and what you're doing, and I know I'm going to see you soon. Again, if you need any help, I'm here. I want to be a resource to you, and I'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matielyn.